Welcome class to the syllabus review of Bio 1110, online sections 902, 903, 905 for Anatomy and Physiology 1. This is the online section for the fall term of 2021. My name is Dr. Todd Bollinger. I am a chiropractor and have been practicing in Elida since 2005. And I've been teaching this particular class of anatomy and physiology since 2010. Just to kind of give you a little overview of what we'll do here, we're basically just going to review the syllabus, the first few pages, and we'll go over those so that we have a good understanding of what to expect out of this class. And then the last few pages will really be on your own, just trying to read through. So again, this is a 4-credit-hour class, of which you have 5 contact hours. 3 hours will be for the lecture portion, and 2 hours will be for the lab portion, although we really don't have a particular amount of time for the lecture since it is online. This is really based on what we typically do with an in-person lecture. You can take a look there as far as my office hours or my office itself, in that I don't really have an office, mainly because this is an online setting. I do have my phone number listed there, and you are more than welcome to contact me there. Typically text is the easiest, but the easiest way and the way that I get back to people the fastest usually is going to be with my email. So I would strongly recommend that if you need contact or need me to contact you or need a question, I strongly encourage you to use the email that's listed there in the syllabus, or you're more than welcome to utilize the Canvas portion. Now, normally, if it's a yes or no response, I'm usually pretty good about getting back to people pretty quickly. If it requires a little bit more detail, I typically try to abide by the 24-hour rule. And if I don't get back to you within 24 hours, please email me again, because oftentimes I'll get a lot of emails coming through, and it is possible that once in a while I do miss one. So again, please email me if it's been more than 24 hours and I have not gotten back to you. As far as office hours go, you can see there, my office hours normally I'll do on Zoom. These are typically held Thursdays from 9 to 10. Although we are able to schedule something if you need something a little bit more one-on-one or have more detailed questions. But the office hours are basically just open. You're more than welcome to come in, drop out, ask questions and leave, come in, just listen to other people's questions. It's entirely open. So again, if you do want something that's a little bit more one-on-one, all you have to do is contact me and we can try to set something up. The next little bit is the information about the dean of the department and the coordinator of our biological sciences department. They have their information there. You can read through the mission statement and the purpose statement of Rhodes State College, as well as the biological sciences. Here we have a little overview of our class and what we're trying to accomplish as far as getting a good idea of the structure and the function of the human body as an integral whole. For many of you that are taking this class, depending on your major, it does require a C grade policy in order for you to pass this particular class and move on to AMP2. You didn't require Bio 900 to get into this class, or you needed to be placed in it. So if you were not placed into this class and have not taken Bio 900, please talk to your advisor and make sure that you are eligible for this class. And then we do have the co-requisite there of Bio 1110 with the lab portion of it. Again, just a little bit of details regarding the particular class. It is online and self-paced. So all of the information will be online, and you are able to take this class and proceed through the lectures really at your pace. All of our lectures will be posted on YouTube, and that will be listed within your modules. And we'll talk about those as soon as we get to the schedule. Now for the required text and the materials. For many of you, you may have had a 3rd edition book, The Anatomy and Physiology and Integrated Approach by McKinley. That would have been in the 3rd edition in previous classes. We've now migrated to the 4th edition. So for many of you, if you had the 3rd edition, you would have also got a Canvas Connect code, which you'll see is the 3rd bullet point there. This class also requires a subscription to the Connect software through McGraw-Hill. Now that comes with your book. So if you purchased a 3rd edition for previous classes, the Connect code will not work for this 4th edition. So what I strongly recommend that you do, which you are able to do this, please make sure that you contact the McGraw-Hill customer service, and they should be able to put you in contact with somebody who is able to upgrade you into the into the 4th edition Connect, so that you have access to the 4th edition book that we'll be using for this particular class and for the homework. Please, if you have questions, don't hesitate to contact me so that I can make sure that you have everything that you need. But otherwise, it'll be the 4th edition book and the 4th edition lab manual. As far as the learning outcomes, you're more than welcome to kind of look through there. But our focus for this particular class is really going to focus on the integumentary system, the skeletal system, the muscular system, and the nervous system. The other systems that we'll touch on will end up falling into A&P2. So now we kind of take a look at our schedule here. Now you'll notice that we go through things pretty quickly. If you look along the right-hand side and look at the chapters that we're covering, we cover chapters really at about a week at a time. So it'll be really important that you spend a lot of time kind of reading through your chapters, making sure that you're keeping up on the lectures, make sure that you're keeping up on your quizzes, and then also making sure that you're completing your homework so that you have enough time to ask questions. We will start classes on Mondays at 8 a.m. That's when the modules for that particular week will be open. And then those modules will essentially close at 11:59 p.m. on Sundays. Okay. So again, the lectures, the homework, the quizzes, everything will open up on Mondays at 8 a.m. You'll have the entire week until Sunday at 11:59 to complete the reading, to complete the lectures, to complete the attendance quizzes, which I'll touch on, and to complete the homework and quizzes that we have to do. Now, because this is an online class, we do still have to take attendance. So the way that I've done attendance is that within our lectures, you basically will go through, you'll watch the lecture on YouTube, and then within those lectures, there will be a code word that you have to identify. Now it's pretty clear. I will basically identify that this is the code word for your attendance. And then you'll go through, you'll take the attendance quiz. It basically just asks what was the code word for that particular YouTube lecture, and you'll just answer it. So it's relatively easy, but again, those are scattered throughout the lectures, basically just making sure that you go through and you watch them. You may complete everything throughout that particular week, but if you don't complete the attendance quiz, you will be deemed as not attending for that week. Okay. You'll notice that the exams are listed there. They'll fall in week 4, week 7. Let me scroll down here, week 11 and week 15. Now those typically, I believe I have scheduled on Thursday. So that'll be the Thursday of week 4, the Thursday of week 7, so on and so forth. And it does identify what chapters are included in that exam. And those exams will also be online, and those will be through the Canvas system. So I will also have a setup quiz available so that people can make sure that their computer, their laptop, whatever is all compatible, and that you are able to take those. So you can kind of spend some time going through the syllabus if you want to. Our first 4 exams will basically just cover the chapters identified. However, our final exam, which will be the week of finals week, and I believe I have it scheduled for the Tuesday of finals week, will be comprehensive. So it will include everything from the entire term. So this is not an exam that you're going to want to just start studying after exam 4 and take a couple days to prepare. You'll want to start reviewing throughout the term and making sure that you have a good understanding of everything from day 1. Now, as far as a lot of the information that a lot of students are curious about and interested in is the grading scale. So when we look at the grading scale, your lab and lecture are put together to make one grade for A&P1. Your lecture will make up 70% of that. Your lab will make up 30% of that. So again, they are put together to make one grade. You'll be able to take a look at the grading scale there. Again, please note that if you're in a health sciences field of study, you do need to complete a C or attain a C grade in order to pass this particular class and move on to A&P2. Now, in order to take a look at the breakdown for the entire lecture component of this class, our exams are going to be worth 55% of your grade, with quizzes and homework making up the other 15%, with quizzes making up 10% and homework making up 5%. And then again, we have the lab making up a total of 30 for a total of 100%. Then we kind of take a look at our exams, quizzes, and assignments. Again, that just kind of touches on the grading component of it. The exams are worth 55. Quizzes and homework are going to be worth 15. Technically speaking, yes, these are closed book quizzes, but I also understand that most people won't necessarily use them as closed book. However, please understand that all of our quizzes and all of our exams do have time limits. So if you are planning to try to look up every single answer, you will likely not complete that particular exam or quiz in the allotted time. So it becomes very important that you are able to take this as if it's an in-class exam. Our assignments, those are going to be, as far as the homework goes, the homework is open book. You have as many attempts to take it as you need to. So don't just assume that once you're finished with it the first time and you get an 80%, if you're happy with that, that's fine, but you are more than welcome to go back through, do it again, and try to attain the highest grade you possibly can. Now, as far as our attendance, we did kind of touch on that. Again, we opened the modules on Monday at 8 a.m. And again, remember the quizzes and the homework will be due on that following Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Whatever you don't complete, it will automatically submit and your grade will be what is submitted. As far as makeups go, if you have to miss an exam, it needs to fall within one of the excused absence reasons. So whether that means a funeral, a hospital visit, some sort of mandatory court appearance, those are examples of excused absences. Unexcused absences kind of fall into this other category. Now, keep in mind with exams, you have all day to take that exam. I believe I have them opening at 8 in the morning, and then they have to be submitted. I believe I have them scheduled to be submitted by 11 p.m. So you have all day on the exam day to complete that exam. So there should be no reason why you cannot. And I believe most of the time limits fall within about a 50-minute time limit to complete. So please make sure that you are able to accomplish that. Any unexcused absences, if you do make up or need to make up an exam, unexcused absences will occur a 15% reduction of your test score, and they must be completed, that makeup must be completed within 1 week. Now, we still have it listed here in the testing center. Obviously, it's online, so it must be completed within 1 week online. And you just need to contact me to set up that makeup time. You'll be able to go through here and just kind of read through some of the additional instructor section information. The makeup policy for quizzes. With quizzes, there are no makeups. You have an entire week to complete it. If you don't complete it or choose not to complete it, that's entirely up to you. But with quizzes, we do not have any makeups for quizzes. Same thing for assignments. They also cannot be made up, as you have an entire week to complete them. As far as communications, one of the best ways you can communicate with me, again, is by email and Canvas. If you have access to a phone, you have access to the mobile Canvas app, so you're more than welcome to use that. But again, short answer emails that require yes, no, or real quick things, I can usually type back pretty quick. Those that require a more in-depth response, just please give me a little bit of extra time to respond to those. Otherwise, that's really most of the syllabus. Everything else from here really is just the institutional stuff that you can kind of read through here that I believe you'll probably see on most of your other syllabi from other classes. So again, please spend some time going through that. Otherwise, I believe that is it as far as the syllabus. Again, if you do have any questions regarding the syllabus, please make sure that you reach out to me. You're more than welcome to email me, and I can go ahead and answer anything you have. Now, as far as the very start of the class, now that this is published and you're able to view it, one of the first things that you'll want to do is go to the very first Start Here module. That Start Here module must be completed before you can move on to any of the additional modules. Within those modules, you'll see the assignments and things that we have to complete. So within the Start Here, you will see that we have a couple assignments that have to be completed. Now, this is the Start Here module. So there are going to be a few things that you have to complete first before you can move on. So it'll allow you to download the syllabus. It'll allow you to go through the Road State Canvas guide as far as if you have questions about Canvas. And then you also have the option to download a PDF that involves some study tips. Now, those are just 3 things that we have available to you to download and look at. The syllabus review obviously will be on there that you'll now be able to look at. If you need to register for Connect from within Canvas, which is what you need to do, and need some help, there is a video that is available and you can go ahead and watch that. Now, the 2 assignments that need to be completed before it will open any additional module or will make any additional module available to you is going to be the syllabus quiz and the info assignment. The syllabus quiz is just going to be worth 20 points. It has a few questions that pertain to the syllabus itself to make sure that you went through the syllabus. And then I also have an assignment that just gives some information about you, some background, what got you into the field that you're going into, and basically just some information so I know what I'm dealing with within our class and have a good background of where everybody is from. So just some basic information for me to kind of look at from a class perspective. Our next module or next section that we can look at is going to be the additional help and resources, of which you can use those if you need to. And then once you complete the Start Here module, you'll be able to then go into week 1. And that will open on the 22nd at 10 a.m. So you have plenty of time to get prepared before class starts here. Now, I will say it may be possible I may open that up just a little bit earlier. It may be open for Friday or Saturday. But again, as of right now, we just have it unlocked on August 22nd at 10 a.m. Again, this is the syllabus review for Bio 1110. Again, any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you and have a great rest of the week.